Welcome to Theory of Pets. I'm a passionate pet owner with a drive to help others like me uncover the truth about the pet industry and what goes on behind the scenes. It's been a very busy time in the pet industry recently with many showcases and expos going on, including the Global Pet Expo, which is one of the biggest expos in the industry. This week, I wanted to talk about the quality of ingredients in the grooming products that we use with our pets. I have a lot of people ask me for recommendations on shampoos, conditioners, dry shampoos, all those kind of topical products that we use to clean our dogs and keep them smelling fresh and their coats looking shiny and healthy. And I really wanted to reach out to our friends at Pura Naturals Pet for more information. Unfortunately, we weren't able to touch base because they were at Global Pet Expo and I was traveling, but I was able to get some answers via email from Julie Creed. Julie is the VP of Sales and Marketing for Pura Naturals Pet, and she was able to give me a little bit more information about the company and some tips for pet parents when they're shopping for grooming products. I think this is a really popular time to be talking about pet grooming. You know, a lot of us we're coming off the winter months, and if you live in a colder climate, people don't like to give their dogs baths as regularly in the winter because it's so cold outside, and they worry about their dogs, you know, getting sick and getting cold from being wet out in those elements. And also it's a time where we're getting outdoors with our pet more. It's muddy. We're going hiking and exploring, and it's just kind of the time of year that I get a lot of questions about grooming and grooming products. So Julie has been interested in animals and drawn to them for much of her life. Going back to her youth, her family always had pets, and they placed an importance on, you know, caring for them properly, which, you know, that's something as pet owners that we instill in our children. If they are watching you take pride and take care of your animals and really seek out, you know, high quality foods, high quality products, they're going to learn that from you. And that's what Julie learned from her family. Along with animals, the environment has always been important to her as well. She actually even wrote a children's book on the importance of recycling, which is a pretty neat little fact about her. So it was kind of a natural progression that she would end up working in the pet industry, and of course for a company that is very eco-friendly. So she represents Pura Naturals Pet, as I mentioned already, which is a unique company. And I wanted her to talk a little bit about the company itself and why their products are different than most of the others we find on the market. And she told me that their president created Pura Naturals Pet out of a necessity of her own pet that was highly allergic. So when she couldn't find the product she needed, she created Pura Naturals Pet. They specialize in organic pet grooming and wellness products. They're different than other pet companies toting quote unquote natural products because they're transparent with their ingredients. They're transparent in their packaging, on their website, and in their marketing material as well. They even have a page specified for ingredient education on their website. And I think it's really important, even if you're not going to purchase Pura Naturals Pet products, you should check out that page. There's a link to it just below this podcast. And it goes into detail about ingredients found in grooming products, the ingredients that they use, why they use those ingredients, the benefits that they have for your pet. And, you know, that's really key when you're shopping. These things should be transparent. It should be on the label. You should be able to jump on the company's website and find information about the ingredients, where their ingredients are sourced, why they chose the ingredients that they do. Quite often, for example, if you have a lower quality product and it's made with chemicals, artificial colors, things like that, you won't find that information because they don't want to talk about the negative effects that those will have on your pet's skin and coat. They don't want to, you know, they'll list the ingredients, but they're not going to tell you that those ingredients will dry out the skin, dry out the coat, could cause allergic reactions, could cause some itching, some issues with the skin and coat. So you won't find that transparency simply because that transparency would actually reflect negatively on the product itself. Pura Naturals Pet isn't like that, and that's really important for you to find a company that takes pride in the ingredients that they use, and they want to educate pet owners about the products and the ingredients. So again, if you want to link to their ingredient education page of their website, you can find the link just below this podcast. So what it comes down to, why should pet owners be concerned with the quality of the grooming products that they use on their pets? Pets have sensitive skin. They actually have a different pH level of their skin than we do. That's why you should never use human products on your pets. And there's a link as well to our sister site, topdogtips.com. We have an article on there about why it's important not to use human products on your pet. And the basis of that is because their skin's pH is different, and human products are made for human skin, for the pH of our skin to help balance that. So any problems that your pet may be experiencing with their skin or their coat could be attributed to ingredients that aggravate the sensitivity and the skin issues found in grooming products. The leave-in conditioners and shampoos, the deodorizing sprays, any of those like topical grooming products that you use can actually be aggravating the sensitivities and the skin issues. So it's really important that you use a high quality product and that you're concerned about the quality of the product and the ingredients that they're using. One of the things I really like about Pura Naturals Pet is that their products are made with all natural ingredients. And I asked Julie why that's so important in any grooming product that you find to have all natural ingredients. And she said, the basic bottom line is that you don't need GMOs, you don't need sulfates, you don't need parabens, chemicals, dyes in the products to effectively clean your pet. That's what you're looking for at the end of the day, is a product that's going to keep your pet clean, smelling fresh, nourish his skin and coat. And you don't need those harmful ingredients to get that job done. They're actually healthier without them. GMOs are genetically modified organisms. They've been tied to increased allergies by the CDC and Center for Disease Control. Some GMOs have caused liver, kidney, and other internal organ damage, as well as tumors to develop in animals. And if you're curious into the science behind that, I do have links under this podcast for you to look at some studies that have been done and some information from the CDC on that as well. Same thing for sulfates and parabens. Sulfates are synthetic ingredient that causes lather, and it can also cause eye irritation, skin and lung irritation, and it's actually known and been linked to causing cancer in animals. Likewise, parabens, they're a preservative to prolong product shelf life and stop shampoos from developing fungal growth. But those parabens can actually be absorbed into your pet's skin through the shampoo that you use. And they are an endocrine disruptor with harmful effects on the developmental, reproductive, and neurological systems. So again, if you want to check out the science and some of the studies that have been done, you can find those links below. But, those are really serious problems that can occur. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I only give my dog a bath, once every couple of months. How is having the shampoo on their skin for just, 10 or 15 minutes at a time, a few times a year, really going to be that big of a problem? And it might not be a problem for a bath or two, but over time, these things are leaching into your pet's system through his skin. They're building up and they're causing these major problems, development of tumors, organ damage. I talked about, skin and lung irritation, obviously cancer causing agents. So these are really serious things that can cause long-term detriments to your pet's health. They can lead to your pet having a shorter lifespan. So it is really vital, and I think it's a big part of your responsibility as a pet owner to take this very seriously and look into the products that you're buying, do your research, contact the company if you need to. I know, for example, Pura Naturals Pet are very open, and anytime that a consumer would like to speak with them or ask any questions, they're very helpful, and that's something that you should look for. If a company is not very helpful, if they're not doing all they can to provide you with all the information that you want, there's got to be a reason for that. Pura Naturals pet products are also certified USDA organic, and you will see this on a few similar grooming products. It's not as common, but obviously on higher quality products it is. I get pet parents sometimes that are looking at these higher quality grooming products and they wonder what exactly that means and what the importance of that is. Basically, certified USDA organic means that the products adhere to strict federal guidelines that address many factors, including soil quality, animal practices, pest and weed control, and the use of additives in those products. Pura Naturals Pet, for example, is really proud to manufacture those USDA certified organic products and support organic legislation. They believe that it's important to consumers because many products are labeled as quote unquote natural or quote unquote organic without any certification. So they may not necessarily qualify to be the safest. The regulations with the USDA are very strict and provide reassurance that the product you're using is safe for your family, your pet, and your environment. So find a company like Pura Naturals Pets that takes it seriously enough to go out and get that certification. You don't want to put your trust and your pet's health in the hands of a company that just wants to slap an organic label or a natural label on their product without actually taking those strides to make sure that it is natural, it is organic, and get those certifications. Julie also wanted me to mention that while Pura Naturals Pet is known for grooming products, they have a lot of organic wellness products for specific needs that can address teeth care, dental care, ears, nose, and paw care. They also have a lot of pet gifts that include their Pura Soft Fleece blanket, which you can easily wipe away fur, upcycled foam stairs, lightweight feeding sets that are made out of rice hulls. So they're really a company that focuses on natural organic products, sustainability, to make sure that, they are, as a company, watching their carbon footprint and doing what they can for the environment. They're also big on philanthropy too, and this is another reason why I really enjoy working with this company and supporting them and buying their products. They're committed to being a responsible corporate partner and giving back and creating positive change in animal welfare. They actually sponsor the Paws for Life Canine Rescue. That's a service dog program, and if you want to see a link to that, again, just below this podcast, you can check that out. Within this really amazing program, canines in typically bully breeds, but sometimes other breeds as well, are pulled from high kill shelters. Inmates in maximum security state prisons train the dogs for up to a year, where they teach them up to 70 different commands, and the dog is then matched to a U.S. veteran or a first responder with PTSD and gifted as a service dog. So it's helping the dogs, it's helping these prisoners in maximum security prisons, it's helping our U.S. veterans and our first responders. A fantastic organization, and one, I love supporting a company that supports an organization like this, but two, it's certainly an organization just for you to look at. As I said, the link to their website is just below this interview, this podcast, and you can check out more about Paws for Life Canine Rescue, their mission, see what you can do to help as well. So back to my chat with Julie, I just wanted to get some information and share it with you all. Again, this is kind of a common type of year where I hear a lot of questions about grooming products. It's not easy to find when you walk into your local pet store or your local big box store. There is an aisle or sometimes multiple aisles stocked with hundreds of grooming products, and honestly, out of 100 grooming products on the shelves, probably only a handful of them, maybe 10 at the most, are even worth purchasing. A lot of them are going to do more harm than good to your dog. It's springtime, we start to get the fleas and the ticks out, and people ask me about flea shampoos and preventatives and things like that. And that goes along with these grooming products as well. All you need to do is a quick Google search of the brand name of the flea and tick shampoo or product that you're thinking about purchasing. And if it's a low quality product, you're going to find a long list of articles talking about recalls, talking about lawsuits, links to, pets that have died, pets that have become very sick due to these products. So it's really imperative. And as I mentioned before, I can't stress how important it is. This is your responsibility as a pet owner to do what's best for your pet. And if you need some help and some guidance, for sure, you can jump on our website, theoryofpets.com, send a question to me. If you have a question for Julie or for the team at Pura Naturals, you can either jump on their website or pass it along through our website, and I'll get that to her and get it answered for you. And another thing to do, reach out to experts in your area. Talk to your veterinarian, talk to professional dog groomers. These are the people that work with these products. They see the harm that these lower quality products do on a daily basis. They use products regularly. They've done the research. They have recommendations for you. They can also check out your pet, and based on, say, for example, if you have a dog with sensitive skin or some kind of skin condition, if you have a pet that's suffering from a dry coat or flaky skin, they can observe your pet, take a look, and help you find a product that's going to meet their unique individual grooming needs. So use your resources, reach out to experts in your area, reach out to me, reach out to Julie, talk to people that can help you if you're having trouble. It can certainly be overwhelming, and I absolutely understand that, trying to do the research on all of these ingredients and looking at the science behind it and the studies. It's a lot, and comparing all of that research that you're doing to the just bunches and bunches of products available on the market. It's hard. It's a lot of work. And so certainly use your resources to your advantage to try and help figure out the best products for your dog. Again, jump on our website, theoryofpets.com, if you have any questions. While you're on there, if you want to take just a quick minute to leave a review of the podcast, if you liked it, or if there's any suggestions that you might have, or topics that you'd like to hear about, leave those on there. That always helps me when I can show experts like Julie, when I reach out to them, that you guys are out there and you're listening and you're loving the podcast and you want to hear more. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I will be back with another hot topic very soon.